Hi, I'm your host, Erica Polsinelli, and welcome to Evolve by Erica, the podcast, where we talk all things spirituality, ascension, health, wellness, and beyond. I'm so excited that you are here. Come on in. Hello, guys, and welcome to another solo episode. And I cannot believe we're chatting about the holidays already. I don't know about you, but October completely flew by for me personally. And the holidays are upon us, and this could be such a joyous and beautiful time. And it can also be a challenging and triggering time in so many ways. So I just wanted to chat a little bit about some things that will come through my channel, and maybe you're meant to receive them, and talk about the time that we're in, which is the holiday time. So basically, I think a lot comes with holidays. And I think a lot of it, as we're on this path, it can be, like I said, it can be beautiful, it can be joyous. And then at the same point, it can be triggering, it could be hard. If we lost people who are really close to us, it could be a time of grief or a time of really complex emotions. Sometimes so much happiness could exist, but at the same time, grief is there. And I wanted to share some things and some insights that have been helpful for me, myself, Vinny, my family, navigating the holidays. And hopefully they resonate with you, and you take whatever does resonate and allow that to help you flow through them. So first and foremost, I think during the holiday season, it's so important to take time for you and take time for your own practices. For me, you know what that looks like. It looks like waking up early and tuning in. For you, it just might mean a little bit extra alone time, or a bath at night, or using essential oils and taking some long, slow, deep breaths, whatever it may be. But when we are able to take care of ourselves, we are then able to show up that much more for the people around us and be our best self for them and for ourselves as well. And I think sometimes family can really trigger things that we thought we healed, things that live within us that we might not even realize we need to heal. And family can kind of shine the light on those different things that still live within us. And the more that we're taking care of ourselves and that we're going within and creating so much space within ourselves, within our mind, within our body, we could have that much more space for other people. And with that means really good boundaries. Boundaries aren't the easiest things to have with family members, with people that have known us long before we even knew what a boundary was, right? All of a sudden we want to implement boundaries, and people that have not respected boundaries or maybe even taken advantage of our energy, they have a hard time being on the receiving end of a boundary. But when we have boundaries, we're able to create clear expectations for ourselves, and we're able to clearly know how much we have to give, how much we're allotting to give to others while remaining very respectful to ourselves and what we need. So maybe that means having a time frame that you are available to show up for family and spend time with them. Maybe that means visiting or spending time with people in a different way than you have in the past. But just starting to think about how you can best show up for others while best respecting yourself and your needs. People, I think Guru Jagat, who has passed, has said, spend 72 hours with your family, and that's like a full spiritual experience. And you'll start to realize the spiritual work you need as you spend an extended amount of time with family. And that can be true. And at the same time, I think we have to also pay attention to how spending time with family is an absolute privilege and gift. and how some people aren't able to do that this holiday season or any holiday season. And our family and the people that have come before us, whether it's our parents or our grandparents or aunts and uncles, they all contributed to a part of our spiritual evolution and growth. And a lot of their shortcomings, a lot of what we see as their shortcomings or where they need to grow or where they need to evolve has actually directly helped us in evolving ourselves. And because of the challenges of our ancestors, we're able to experience the spiritual growth that we're experiencing. And that's a privilege. So being able to understand that can help us be a little bit more empathetic as those triggers come up, as we hear something that we may not agree with, or we really wish we didn't hear from a loved one. We could just have a little bit more compassion and understand that because of their experiences, because of their perspectives, because of their beliefs, we were able to form our own independent belief and grow from whatever it is that we may have been exposed to or may have been taught, grow and expand into our truest self through our experiences. So much of our personal opinions or ideas or beliefs or the way we live is based off of our experiences and what we've learned prior. And many of us here in this community are part of that unlearning process, shedding what was a truth for us at one time or what was imposed upon us to be a truth, kind of coming to this moment of like, wait, is this part of me anymore? Is this what I believe? Is this what I want to hold true? And then forming our own more aligned beliefs, ideas, decisions, whatever it may be. But I think it's so important that I think in the healing communities, it could be really easy to look at parents or family members and think, oh my goodness, I've had to heal so much, or I'm so triggered, or whatever it is. And I think it's just so important to take a moment to have so much deep compassion, love, and understanding and acceptance for others and the role it's actually helped us and assisted us in as we become our most aligned self. So hopefully that helps just expand a little bit more in compassion. I was actually visiting with my grandmother yesterday. She's 90, I think she's 91 or 92. And I just looked in her eyes and she's doing really well, I think, for being in her 90s. But there's moments where she's like in and out. Like you can just kind of see that she is connected to what's going on here, but then she's forgetful. And I just looked in her eyes and I was like, wow, one day I'm going to look at my dad and he's going to be 90. Or I'm going to look at my mother and she's going to be 90. And one day I'm going to be in this position on her couch, you know, just in a similar state that she's in. And it was just a moment of like, holy moly, the years go so fast. Time just keeps going forward and we get really caught up in the busy of our own lives and how every day, every holiday we have with the people we love is truly a gift. And just taking time to be like, wow, how can I be more present with my family? How can I spend more time with my family? How can I make this my most present holiday possible? Those are just some things that I've been inspired to ask myself and challenge myself to. And I wanted to share with you because it was just a moment of like, whoa. I remember ever since I was little, I was a really deep thinker and I would have those moments. I remember being 13 and turning 13 and my family had just left. They sang happy birthday to me. My grandparents left, everybody left. And I just went upstairs and sat on my bed and I was like horrified that I was 13. Horrified. And I sat there and like started crying. And I think that's when it all started with like the sappy, emotional birthday experiences, just being like, wow, this is life. And wow, I'm now 13. And wow, life is going so quickly. And I think that we can definitely go down rabbit holes that could drag our energy down as we think about things like that. But I think a little dose of it sometimes can help to center us, can help to reframe what's really important, and to help us see that every single day is a gift. So some things that I personally would like to practice this holiday season is having very clear boundaries, knowing what I could give. I spend time with my family. Well, I spend time with my husband's family, my mom's side of the family, and my dad's side of the family. So very often on holidays, it could feel stressful because I'm split up between a lot of different places. Sometimes we stay at just one, but other times we're trying to get to everybody. And it really steals the joy and the presence out of it if I allow it to. If I'm spending time thinking like, okay, in an hour we have to leave. But if I can just be super present in where I am in the here and now at the people who are in front of me, giving them my 100% present energy, it doesn't have to feel that way. And that's my intention for this holiday season, just allowing myself to go into it with a much more present state, being with the people who are in front of me, enjoying them, laughing with them. Another intention is putting the phone away. I typically do this when I'm with my family on holidays, but definitely want extra focus on just not worrying about anything on social or in emails and just being completely present during this time and enjoying every second. And also, something that's been coming up is like music, laughter, and joy. So adding those elements. So maybe playing some games and being able to bring out the competitive side or the entertainment through our family. My one aunt loves karaoke and loves to sing. So that's an intention for this Christmas Eve to definitely allow that to happen and just create really fun, exciting memories with them. And also the element of music just brings a lot of joy and helps us to really move through our energy, take us out of our energy fields and put us in a more elevated space. So I plan to add that in too. Lastly, indulging and enjoying. So a lot of you know that I've been experimenting with a lot of different things, eating a lot of different things, and I've been kind of figuring out what's been working for me, what hasn't been. Mostly plant-based is definitely what suits my body the most and I just feel the most connected, but also leaning in and tasting different things that are part of the tradition. And as long as it feels aligned and really good in my body, just indulging without any guilt and just seeing the food that we eat together as a family as something that brings us all together in such a special way, and how much love and intention is put in the food, and thinking about the people who made it, family members that made it, and how so much love and enjoyment went into it. And that is exactly what we can get out of it, no matter what it is, no matter if it's a chocolate cake or a fried pastry or whatever it is, just leaning in and really being able to eat with a really high frequency intention, because then the body processes it in that way and we won't have like the holiday hangover. But of course, doing all of it in moderation and what feels good for the body. And if you're traveling, I hope that you find some balance and just stay grounded in somewhat of your routines, being able to bring in what feels good for you. If you're busy with family or traveling, carving out just a few moments for a few deep breaths in the morning, adding in a lot of the nutritious foods and allowing it to balance out with all the things you're indulging in. I feel like that has always helped me to remain balanced and feel really good. So I hope this season you can find a lot of joy, a lot of presence, a lot of gratitude for what is right in front of you. And of course, honoring and allowing any of the other emotions to move through, but really trying your best to just find moments of peace, moments of joy with the people that you love the most. So I'm wishing you a very happy, healthy, holy, peaceful holiday season. And I just send out so much love to whatever it is you're celebrating, whatever it is you believe in, because as you most likely know by now, I believe in oneness. I think that I've always been such a lover of different religions and learning about different religions. I was raised Catholic. I went to a Catholic school, but religion was always my favorite class because we learned about all different cultures, all different religions, and how there's such truth in every one and how much we can learn, and tapping into that holy frequency that comes with this time and the magic of any religion. So I think, I think that the core foundational beliefs of many are traditions, our love, our acceptance, our kindness, being a good neighbor, living a peaceful life. And I just hope that we could tap into that no matter what it is we believe in during this holiday season. So thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you the warmest, coziest, beautiful, blissful holiday season, healthy, and I'll see you back next time. Thank you for being here.